Well, welcome back to Cabra Bowls for the final session of the New South Wales versus Queensland Parrot Test Series. All on the line for the Women's Test Series. We'll jump in and have a look at the team lineups in the men's competition. Well, we've just got a little glitch on our system here somehow. We did have a power outage in between the last game, and it just seems to have created a couple of little glitches on me. Okay. Now we'll try it. Okay, so we have the list up. We have our women's pairs as our stream game. Gail, Schultz, Carolyn, Nelson versus Kaytlyn Smith, Cheryl and Lindfield. Simone Smith, Christine Constable playing Louise Hoskins and Serena Bonnell, while Kathleen Whitwilton will take on Trish Spicer in the singles. Ryan Wood and Anthony Brown are playing Wesley Brown and Clive Williams. Michael Vassallo, James Reynolds playing Brett Sellers and Damien Delgado, and Aaron Kelly playing Tony Bonnell in the singles. So the hooter has sounded for us to start our match. We're underway. It's been a day of good weather. We've got another rather heavy shower just passed over us. We did have a little flicker in the power, which made us reset all of our gear. I think I've got all the glitches out from that one. It's a pleasure to be bringing you this match. Gail Smith now on the mat for the Blues. Kaytlyn Smith, lead for Queensland. Opening bowl just a fraction short, but still corrected for the second.
Someone there from the last game? From the last one?
I thought you gave them back to me. Gail Smith switches over to, well, stays on the backhand side, just looking for a little bit more weight. And it's got very dark around the club here. The cloud's quite grey. There's quite a little heavy shower that's gone over. There's still a little bit of water laying on the surface of the bottom green beside us. Certainly no one suggesting we should be out playing on the grass greens today. Carolyn Nelson looking to draw the shot. Like a wildlife taking a little bit of shelter right on top of the lights here at Cabra Bowls. Little wet magpie. Kaytlyn Smith and Kaz Nelson both using the maroonish coloured bowls. Kaz is the one that's just plopped in on the jack. Cheryl Lindfield should be looking just to come down to Carolyn's bowl. I think that's just a little on the wide side. Kaz Nelson will want to add a second here, get her team off to a great start. Just a little bit on the shy side. That's picked up, so 1 to New South Wales to open the scoring. Well, if you can hear a little bit of background noise here, it is the rain coming down on the roof. You see through the back behind the players, quite a bit of rain falling. Great start from Gail Smith. Gail Schultz, sorry. Kaytlyn Smith, pretty good reply. And Gail, do you think Kaytlyn may have just got the shot? Gail's going to duck underneath with that one. No, not a bad effort at all from Kaytlyn Smith. She's going to drop in behind. Good position. Still 1 to Queensland at this present time, I believe. And Gail will try and go up and over her own bowls there. Maybe I ought to just get around her own as well. Yep, she's got her own up and over. That'll be shot to New South Wales. And Kaytlyn Smith, I don't think she can get shot on that forehand side now. May need to try and just switch over to the backhand. Just try and find that hole there. Well, she's going to stick with her backhand side. Some position in behind. And Kaz Nelson probably needs to guard against a shot coming there to drag the jack. That would be 2+ for Queensland. Might be just as well off for Carolyn to try and beat them to that shot. Just slightly overplay the draw on the backhand. She's got Gail's bowl on the way in, and Gail's bowl that's shot, turn it over, or just get small touch. Not trying to play anything too big. Just trying to cut off those options for Cheryl Lindfield. She's drawing in. Wants the hole. Played it pretty well. Turned the bowl. There's still that opportunity in there for Cheryl Lindfield. In fact, it probably even a little bit kinder. She now can come in and use that bowl to come off to get the jack. Just going to fade underneath and turn Carolyn's bowl up. Get the little flick. I think it might be wise for Carolyn to switch over now. That's the bowl she wants to beat on that draw in. Yeah, good call from Gail. Oh, I think she's just a little speedy for that grass line. Queensland holding, can add another one here. On to Queensland. Kaytlyn Smith with the draw for the jack. Queensland, New South Wales, 1-1 after 2 ends. 15 ends of 3-bowl pairs to be played. We have a 2-hour time limit. Any end commenced when the time expires will be completed, but no further ends started. And we have a respot. Gail Schultz in behind, very well played. One shot to Queensland at the headstands at the moment. Kaytlyn Smith was just a little bit on the shy side with her opening effort. Doesn't need much correction with this one. Good weight correction, just a little bit on the wide side with that. Gail looking to drop a metre and a bit, so 1.1, 1.2. Oh, as soon as she let that one go, she knew she hadn't quite got it. Just flicked it a little bit on the wide side as well. It's going to be close to the boundary line, that bowl. Free kick here for Kaytlyn Smith, just to wait of a second, the grass of her first. She's come to a good home, she'll count as well. We've got the umpire called to determine if Gail's second bowl is in or out of bounds. Hams leapt into action, top of his screen, got the line of sight out. So we'll have a quick look and just clear that bowl is out of bounds, so it'll be removed. Chance now for Gail to clear the decks. Just wants to miss that one. Be close for a shot. That may well has just snuck in that back door there. Cheryl Lindfield into action for the Queenslanders on this third end. Looking for Gail's bowl. She just got the edge of it and rolled it in. Well, very close to a good result, but just wants this to hold. Similar to her first. Opportunity still here for Cheryl Lindfield. Her third bowl. Last one of this end for the Queenslanders. Just needs to run this. They're not going to get there. So Kaz, Nelson, Carolyn just needs to have a nice wide line here. Can draw inside the bowl at Jack High, just past Jack High. Just beat it by a foot or two. You'll count. That's coming around nicely. That one will be the second shot. That'll be 2 to the Blues. And 3-1, 3 ends played. So whoever can win 2 or more rinks out of 3 in this women's test will claim the series. 1 test apiece. 1.5, 1.5 for Queensland. Queensland win this. The tournament apparently is the total score on the first test, which the Blues had a +3. I'm told that the Blues will win the men's shield. Gail, Schultz, a very tight line on this. It'll go underneath the head. Quite steady rain coming down here at Cabramatta. Kaytlyn Smith draws the shot. Gail, decent weight, just didn't quite come back as far as she would want it to. A little bit wide in the delivery. Kaytlyn Smith on her way in now. Shout out to everyone watching on the Bowls New South Wales YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe and follow the channel so you don't miss any of the action. We do have Test Series next week. We won't be bringing you any of that action. It's in Queensland. One, two, three, four. I've got reports that our audio's crackly. It seems okay at this end. Try and check a few things out. Could just be the wet weather. Could be the signal. Do you know there's a few small issues because of the wet weather internet signals, but I'll just have a look at and check some plugs. Okay, we'll give that another shot, see how we're going. Start to play with the connections. They're all inserted correctly. Just wonder if our volume is a bit too high and we're exceeding Yeah. Oh. Okay. I think I've corrected the audio. I've connected it to a different connection, so may well have corrected that. Further one shot to New South Wales on the previous end. Apologies for that audio. We were alerted to an issue, so I've just changed the connections. We may need to buy some more gear. Message to the boss. Also have changed the input mic settings, so we may get slightly clearer. Kaytlyn Smith on the mat now for Queensland. Pretty good effort here from Kaytlyn. She's on her way in very nicely. Gail Schultz. Carolyn Nelson's urging this one on. It's coming very nicely. Drawn the shot. Great bowl from Gail Schultz. And Kaytlyn Smith playing her second bowl. Very close here, got the edge of Gail's bowl, pushed it through, one to Queensland. And Gail can play a very similar bowl to her first. Pop in there. Carolyn Nelson, she's urging this one in as well, wants it to run. Does look to be just pulling up a little bit on the shy side, so a little bit on the short. Now Kaytlyn Smith is going to play the ditch side. Wants to come around that last Gail Schultz bowl down to Gail's closest. It's on a pretty good line as well. Just wants to run. Well, not quite come back all the way. Very good areas. Let's see on replay. Kaytlyn Smith just edging Gail Schultz's bowl away from the jack. Very good delivery, that one. Just got enough of the bowl to make all the difference. And Carolyn Nelson. At least one down. Playing a backhand. I think it is only one. Wants this bowl to come right back down to the jack. Not too badly pointed. Inside that one's brilliant. It's just going to fade through. Good home though. Another one in the catching area there. We've got a couple there now. I think that means that Cheryl Lindfield really does need to keep on that forehand side. Down inside the Kaytlyn Smith bowl. It's about jack high. Trying to get to the two New South Wales bowls. Those two bowls there are the Blues bowls. Carolyn Nelson. She's on that backhand side. It's a tighter line. She'll need some weight to hold her up on that line. And she's just going to get the inside of Kaytlyn Smith's bowl and sit there. That's another one in that back area for New South Wales. I really do think Cheryl Lindfield needs to come down through there into that area. Oh, it's a bit on the tight side again. Well, that one's tighter than my budget, so and it goes. Carolyn Nelson now on the mat. Just underneath again, so I think it is one shot to Queensland as this head stands. Cheryl Lindfield, chance to add another. Doesn't have to worry about Carolyn changing this head up. Just got to navigate safely. Just got the edge of Gail Schultz's bowl, rolls out, so one shot to Queensland. 4-2. And Kaytlyn Smith. Backhand draw. It's a great start there from Kaytlyn Smith. Really did nail that jack down with her opening bowl. Gail Schultz just a little under the line with hers. Kaytlyn looking to get another one in there. Gail just wants a bit more grass with her bowl and a previous. On a pretty good line here. Oh, great bowl from Gail Schultz. Okay, Kaytlyn Smith has got some pretty good position there. is. She's looking for just underneath her own bowl. Good line with her opening two, and I'd say Cheryl's just trying to get her to come off her the inside of her own and roll in. Needs to arrive. Well, Carolyn wants her to come up to that bowl. It's pretty much jack high, even just a tad behind. Gail with the first bowl, brilliant there, or second bowl. She can stay out to that bowl, get the inside edge and run in, find the gap and come in behind. Doesn't want to be narrow onto her own, doesn't want to open it up. Doesn't matter if she goes around and comes behind to the tee. Just going to rub that bowl off, and that means good position in behind. The jack spills back to the back right of screen. They've got two to catch. They've also got the best bowl towards the tee, in case that end gets killed. Cheryl Lindfield. Looks like she's going to come backhand now. Don't think she's got the weight to hold her up for that shot. And that one will run away. It's going to stay on in the back corner of the green, so I'd say Carolyn Nelson, she'll play exactly what she asked Gail Smith to. Forehand draw. Looking to get just inside the pink bowl that's just behind Jack High to the left of screen. Kaz in behind. Cheryl switched over hands, wants to get hold of Kaytlyn's bowl there, rolls it up. I think it's still Gail's shot, and Gail says yes, it is. But, Carolyn, she can still play that hand out on that side of the green. Does not want to be tight onto the pink bowl at the front. Take a lot of care there. You don't really want to take your own bowl out. There's another couple of bowls left. Matches Kaytlyn Smith's bowl there at the back. There's a chance here for Cheryl Lindfield just to play slightly over the draw on the backhand, a little plant on her own, just enough to turn Gail Schultz's bowl through the head. Should come through very nicely. Do happen to pick up the jack on that little cut of the jack. You got a chance to get shot. You got the two catches behind, so looking for huge weight, just enough to get a little push on that, move it 1 or 2 feet through. Pretty close with this one. Pushed it onto the jack. Very well played. Holding, I'd say it's just the one. There's if they've got 2 seconds, there's a chance here for Carolyn to play a little bit of weight through that head. Can try and push that one through. He fairly even right at the back with the bowls there. So be unlucky to go more than one down. Let's just probably show a little bit of mongrel, a little bit of aggression. Not sure you can draw that. I think you can play 2 or 3 feet of weight. Pick either hand, really. You get the edge of that shot pink bowl, you turn it out of the head. But if you turn it onto the jack, it should come back to Gail Schultz's bowl, sitting there. It goes 2 metres back. Carolyn Nelson's first bowl back there. Go all the way back to the ditch and you're gone. So I'll just pull that camera back for you to have a better view of what's behind. So there is another bowl right back out of your shot. But I think the shot is to play through this shot bowl. You're playing through that bowl to try and get a little disturbance on the head. Maybe not quite that straight line that I've pictured, or 2 to 3 metres away. If you happen to just slice the edge of it, you've got enough to take it out of the head and leave you sit there. You get one of your own on the way in, you've got a chance to get a little rattle around and get a result. And she has gone for that. And, well, it's still one to Queensland. It's rattled to the wrong one. Didn't quite follow it through. It just got a little more chunk on it. It would have gone to their own. So good effort. Very well played. Unfortunately, just didn't get the result. So 4-3. We've played 6 ends. Only 7 shots in the 6 ends played. New South Wales leading the singles in the middle for the women. Queensland just ahead in the other pairs, rubber. And both sides are looking for 2 wins this afternoon to wrap up a series win. do think that it's getting colder as we sit here. Kaytlyn Smith now holding 2, but they're over a metre short of the jack. Gail Smith adds 2 metres to a previous bowl. The grass was near perfect. Just wants to draw around those short bowls. Looks to have quite a bit of speed in it, just over-corrected. Again, very good grass line. Don't forget, mixed pairs qualifying entries now open for New South Wales bowlers. If you click the link in our YouTube description bio, it will take you to the entry portal on BowlsLink. And do remember, you do need to be logged into your personal profile for that to take you to the correct entry profile, and we'll pre-fill some of your information for you. Qualifying in each of the 16 regions. Region qualifiers will progress to the state finals next year in June. Part of the state championship final series. We guarantee each region to have at least one representative. Each region allocated one, and 32 teams go through. The balance of the 16 region over the 16 region qualifiers guaranteed. The other 16 are made up based on the entry numbers, just to even out the qualification process. Some regions have more entries than others. They will get more places than others. All have the same. Everybody gets 2. It's just got the edge and flown through a little bit quick. I think maybe there's just a little change in speed with the drop in temperature. You'd expect on the carpet, if it gets colder, it just speeds up a little bit, but the players are saying it's starting to feel a bit slower, so a bit odd. Might be the moisture in the air as well, don't know. Carolyn Nelson wants to get through that gate, just going to fall short, so it's still Queensland holding with those short bowls. Live view almost looks like the back one is. The camera doesn't indicate that. Players just struggling a little. Cheryl, though, she's nailed it down. Carolyn Nelson Last bowl of the head. Unless Cheryl's hiding one in her wheelie walker. Just pick up bowls and put them in the pocket of the wheelie walker, so it sometimes fool me, but I'm sure Queensland played first this end. And Carolyn wants to get around those short bowls or get her own. She's just going to hit that and turn it up. Well, I think that's made it sure that's a maximum of 2 for Queensland. Definitely 1 for Cheryl, and then, yep, the back one was the second shot, so 1 further shot to Queensland. It's 4 shots all after 7 ends. We've got 8 ends to go, and we're all square. Kaytlyn Smith, this is the mat. Roll the jack to get us underway for the 8th end. Kaytlyn Smith's opening bowl, just pulling up close to a metre short. Well, the Bowls New South Wales Member Conference is back Thursday, October 23rd at Winnie Leagues. This year, it's all about club development. Join us for a full day of expert insights, practical tools, and ready-to-use templates you can take straight back to your club. You'll hear from Bowls New South Wales and leading industry professionals on the strategies that will help your club grow and thrive. And it's not just talk, you'll leave with resources you can put into action immediately. Tickets are on sale now, and they include morning tea, lunch and social drinks, plus all the take-home templates, information and resources you need to get started right away. The Bowls New South Wales Member Conference, Thursday, October 23rd at Winnie Leagues. Don't miss it. Register now. Click the link in the description to purchase your tickets. So that's the YouTube description of this video. A link there to our member conference information and booking line. Well, Gail's opening bowl, a little bit shy. Carolyn's got her arm out. It usually indicates, I think it's narrow. She's going to run into Kaytlyn's shortest bowl. Might be a little bit of fatigue in some of the bones too. This players are playing their 6th game in 2 days, 3 2-hour games. A fair workload. Not a bad effort from Kaytlyn Smith. Just going to run through a little. Does leave the door open for Gail Schultz to draw one in. Gail, well, it's a fairly tight line again. Just needs to get around those front ones, maybe pick up the jack. Well, she's dragged the jack back, got the shot. Watch that one again on replay. Did have just a bit of a slightly tight line. But fortunately for Gail, she's grabbed hold of that jack and dragged it back and followed. Now 1 shot to New South Wales. Cheryl Lindfield will have first use of the mat for the skippers. She'll play her forehand, try and come around the short bowls and draw a shot. Just going to be a little on the quick side. Usually better to be a tad quick than short with your opening bowl though. Carolyn shall try and do exactly the same as Cheryl has done. Forehand draw. I think she wants to do a bit better, I suppose. And she'll cover the Cheryl bowl. She has actually done almost exactly the same as Cheryl's opening bowl. Finished back, ran into it. A little bit tighter on the line. 2 yards less weight for Cheryl. That's the ask anyway. Kaytlyn's cheering it in. It's going to go close. Do think it's probably still Gail. Gail's not sure. Carolyn's going to crash into the shorter bowls. Well, Kaytlyn Smith says to Cheryl Lindfield she thinks that they're down. Gail wasn't sure when she looked. It's not too bad a line from Cheryl, I think. Speed a little bit quick. Just going to run past. Wanted to grab hold of that jack, but didn't. So chance for Carolyn Nelson to make sure of it. There's a thought that it's Queensland down, that New South Wales holding. Carolyn Nelson. It's a little under the line. Needed to be outside that white line. Well and truly. Crashed into the short bowl. These 1, 2 blues. Gail Schultz will get us underway in just a moment. We've played 8 ends, and it's 5-4 in favour of the New South Wales Blues. Gail, Schultz, pretty good starter, just a 50 centimetres or so past the jack, and another shower of rain coming over. Sounds quite heavy on the canopy here above the green. .30 local time. Meteorology says it's 15.7 degrees but feels like 13.3, and that we've had 14 millimetres of rain since 9 a.m. So the 75% chance of 15 millimetres today looks very much like it's been achieved, and expecting up to 45 millimetres today, 25% chance of that amount of rain. 2 shots to the Blues at the moment. The breeze just coming under the canopy is rather cool. It may just be a little bit behind the players as they deliver and pushing on the hand that Kaytlyn Smith just played a little bit. You can see the players, you can see Carolyn Nelson's shorts just flapping in the wind a little bit. Just enough breeze to put an edge on the coolness now with the high humidity. And another good bowl from Gail Schultz. Holding, it's 2. Kaytlyn Smith with her last bowl of the 9th end. And fairly tight line. She'll need to be fairly quick to be through the jack there. It's going to just fade underneath Gail's bowl. The weight was not too bad at all. Still 2 to the Blues, I think, as that head stands. Skippers crossing over to play their bowls on this 9th end. So a reminder, we're playing 15 ends or 2 hours time limit, whichever comes first. 3 bowl pairs. Respot rule in place. And if someone would like to turn the heaters on for me. It's getting very cold. Carolyn Nelson playing the backhand. Quite a different experience to be playing bowls while it's raining. It's not something you would usually experience playing in this much rain unless you're playing under a roof. Quite a bit falling out of the sky right now. Concrete outside the stadium is looking very wet. And, pooling on the bottom green now as well. Good ball from Carolyn Nelson. Draws the shot after Cheryl Lindfield had taken it away from them. Nice forehand draw there for Cheryl Lindfield. Try and come in. She can sit Kaz's bowl or just get a little tickle on that jack back to her own bowl. She's going to fade underneath and just going to plop there. Cheryl Lindfield, one last bowl to try and correct this head for her team. It's pretty close with this one. Oh, just going to go underneath, so maybe one more to the Blues. Go out to a 6-4 lead after 9 ends. Just fade to camera 4, one that has our players on it, and as we do, we'll have a look at the green down below. You can see that water is covering that green. There's quite a heavy shower coming through right now. It's rather surreal to be playing bowls in such a heavy rain shower. There's just a little bit of a mist coming under the shadow, under the shade. No way we would have been playing outside today. It's been very unpleasant weather. Heavy shower, just had to take a little cover over the equipment here. A little mist was coming in over the gear. So for those travelling on the roads this afternoon, please take care. Conditions may be a little bit hazardous due to the wet weather. Do want everybody to be wherever they need to be safely. One shot to Queensland as we cross over for the skippers to play their bowls. Nice availability shot here for Carolyn Nelson though. Pick a hand. I'd probably favour the forehand a little bit only because of the short bowl on the way in, but it's not really in the way. Either hand, we're looking to make contact with that bowl and or drag the jack through to here. So you can do it around that bowl or through there, either one. Carolyn's going to play backhand. It's probably got the most chance of success as far as the bowls at the jack are concerned. It's the one that's got slightly greater degree of difficulty because of the short bowl that looks like it's in your eye. It does improve the position there a little bit. I do think the forehand might be an easier option for Caroline. Might be able to play just a little bit of weight through there. But for Cheryl, cover these two. She's going to play the forehand side. Got a fairly tight line, although Kaytlyn Smith, she's cheering this one in. Needs it to just get underneath Gail. Well, it's got the chunk off Gail and run in. And that, I think, does reinforce now that you're going to have to play a weighted shot. And I think the forehand is easier to view. You come through, you've got the best three back. Just, yep, Gail's indicating, get through that head. You want to get through the head, grab that jack, clean as a whistle, straight back to the pit for four. Well, she said she's cut a grass, but she's definitely only just drawing with that one. I think she really needs to be a little more, get a bit more mongrel into that bowl, a bit more aggression. Playing the harder shot. Even using good solid ditch weight. Probably three down. So whatever she does though, she has to commit to it. And she's lining up on that backhand side again. I don't mind either selection. Just need to play it with some confidence and some commitment. And there's no grass on that one. She'll be underneath and that'll give Queensland the advantage. So we've scored 10 shots in 9 ends and the Queenslanders will pick up a 3. Quite possibly, maybe even a 4 here. Cheryl Lindfield, chance to really grab some ascendancy here for Queensland. Can put him a couple of shots in the lead. Kaytlyn Smith, she's cheering it on. She likes it. Oh, it's going to go through the hole, so just a little quick. 2 taken out. I'll have a look at the third one. It looks good from our camera angle, but does it look good from the grass? That's a better question. Or the carpet. Going to get a measure done here, I think. The players, Gail obviously would struggle to get down to measure. Kaytlyn has some mobility issues as well, so they've removed the bowls that aren't in the count, and our super volunteer Deb Brown's jumped in with her measure. There it is, 3 to Queensland. Well, boo, unless you're a Queensland supporter. Queensland now jumps ahead 7 shots to 6. We've played 10 of 15 ends, so we've still got a third of the game to go. It's not panic stations for the Blues yet. Carolyn probably committed to the shot she thought was the best there. Just didn't quite give it the grass line required. There are no wrong shots. You just have to commit to the shot you're going to play and execute it. Opening bowl from Kaytlyn Smith, around about 25-30 centimetres behind Jack. Very good opening effort. Gail Schultz got to play her forehand towards that side. Kaytlyn's just finished on that side of the Jack, so she's got something to use as brakes if she's just a fraction heavy there. Good guide on that side as well. Also, if you happen to touch the Jack, you should be dragging it away from that bowl. But that one's not going to touch the Jack because she's got a great line, but just not quite sent that one with enough speed. Kaytlyn Smith reasonably well down again. Going to be in behind. Good home. Puddles down on the bottom on green 3. Mostly soaked through, but there's still a few patches of water on it, so we still wouldn't be resuming play if we were outside. Second bowl, well through the head. It's for Kaytlyn Smith to just amplify their advantage at this time. She's going to be counting a little under the line. Back door's open though. Still that hand available for Gail, and that one's actually probably a good guide. Get inside that. Then we pull up the B shot. It might be just a good guide for the grass line to take. Oh, that does look a little tight. She's probably focused on getting inside that bowl, and because of that, you've got that on your mind, the the arm will come across, and I think that's what's happened on that occasion. So we'll cross over, Queensland holding a couple, leading 7-6, 10 ends played. And the scores from the other disciplines being played in this final rubber. Both test series are shown on your scrolling scoreboard below. Teams looking to win 2 of the 3 rubbers in this women's series, 1 test all. The team that can win 2 or more of these rubbers will take out this test and therefore the series, 1 all after the first session. And at the moment, the other 2 rinks split. New South Wales, good lead in one of the singles games, but singles being singles, it's a little bit volatile. Kathleen Wilton leading there. And the pairs, just 2 shots in it after 10 ends, so the 2 pairs games, very, very close. I'm told that with the men leading 1.5 to 1/2 test wins and having the advantage from the first test on margins, that should it be Queensland win this, the margin count back from that first test will mean that the Blues take the series. Cheryl Lindfield has nailed that jack. Carolyn Nelson, decent home. It's Queensland though, holding shot. Cheryl Lindfield did this earlier in the game we streamed. She got better as the game went on, and she's done it again. That's a couple of really good bowls. Carolyn Nelson needs to pull one out here. Really don't want to let the Queenslanders get away. Even if she can draw a second shot, just limit that. Be 2 behind with 4 to play. Would be a good result. Very close to doing that here. Well, it'll be 3rd shot, I think. A decent result. Really does want to get down to that bowl. Cut inside here to get second. Cheryl Lindfield though, she's drawing down. She'll be happy enough to get a tiny touch on her own bowl. Might bring in the ones behind. And she's, yep, got the edge. I think she's run in for another one. Well, there might be an opportunity here to take a chance. Play through there. If you're more than one down it, you'd be tempted to have a little lash at that because you have the best 2 right back. Well, I don't know what's going on my preset there. I did reset them. Sorry about the twisting. Supposed to come back here. That power outage earlier did some nice things to our system. To me, 2 New South Wales bowls. You got a chance to play weight through here. Contact that shot bowl. Jack spits back into this area. You've got 2 that you can catch. Carolyn, she's looking on the forehand. Just wants to get up and over her own bowl, probably to get second shot here. Needs to get round Gail. Well, she's given it a tap. Not quite in enough. So 3 more to Queensland. Well, the running shot option was a good one. If it was 3, you weren't risking too much. You had 2 best backs. So, well, insert that way. So with 4 ends to go, Queensland leading by 4. Gail, we've been a little bit wayward in the last few ends. Needs to just lift the game for these last few. Try and get back to that even position. Even get to the lead. Really do need to get to the lead because they then take all the pressure off the other rinks. And you have Simone Smith and well, you have the other pair that are playing against Serena Bonnell, and Serena is pretty much out and out the best disability player in Australia at the moment, widely recognised as. You want to take the pressure off them. They are very close at the moment, but Queensland does have a narrow lead. So you want to try and make it as easy for them as possible. Kathleen Wilton has a reasonable lead in the singles. She need to win 2 of these rinks to take the series. So this one, critical. 6-10, 4 ends to go, 4 shots required. Really need to win this end. Kaytlyn Smith. She's been pretty solid over the last few ends as well. Being outstanding, played a lot of bowls there or thereabouts. So that she just drops her second one a fraction short. It's a good line for Gail. The speed looks all right as well. Just needs to miss her own. It's done that. Now swing back. Just out. Oh, fallen over, made it a bit closer. On screen, it does look like it's shot. Live view, maybe not. Kaytlyn just draw through her own bowls. Turn one of those up or just get in behind the jack would be ideal. And played it fairly well. That one's definitely the shot. I think there's an argument there to change it over now. Lots of bowls in the way, but you need to change this head up. Got to score. Can't let Queensland get further ahead on this rink. Yep, so that's what Carolyn's calling, is just that, just a little bit of extra weight through there, trail it to your own. Well, she's pretty close. Carolyn's urging it on, wants the shot bowl, got it onto the jack, so it's only, well, it's a one either way now. In fact, Carolyn said one shot. Or good shot, I'm not sure. Does just give it a little bit of a chance, though. A lot of traffic to get through to get to that head now. Cheryl Lindfield. She's played some very good bowls over this series. We've had her on the stream a few times. And she's proven to be a fierce competitor. She'll play that backhand side. Few chances here. We're reaching weight. All three of those pink bowls belong to Kaytlyn Smith, her lead. She can turn one of them up. Well, hasn't got the result, but hasn't made it any easier for Carolyn Nelson either. Carolyn's basically got to draw and hope to split one of the gaps in that on that left-hand side between the pink bowls. Maybe just draw and hope you get through. Rely on having good weight to not do any damage. And, well, she's got through. Got to the back, though. A little bit too much speed. Cheryl Lindfield just working out what she's going to do. I think pretty much the same as her first bowl is the best option. She can turn under there. Under her Gail short bowl. She's got her own to turn in. Can draw the shot. She's opted to change over to the forehand side. She'll probably find the same gap or touch one of those. She's got the little rub. I think that actually helps Carolyn Nelson. Just gives her a slightly bigger port there to find now. Through there. Can touch the jack back to the other side and make three. Gail says she still won. That little touch around the corner there. Definitely make it a bit stronger and also get that count back up. Get back within one if they can draw that. Hold on to them. Carolyn looks like she's finding the port. Wants the jack. Oh, just gone underneath it. Another one in that catching area though. So here's the danger for Cheryl Lindfield. Those three bowls there, all New South Wales. So she wants to protect against that. Well, looking at those three bowls out there, she can play a nice weighted shot through those. Only 2 or 3 feet at the most, but any contact on those is going to improve their position. And get our own onto Gail's, can push it through. They're probably one down at the moment, Queensland, but she gets onto her own, push it through. She could make a few. And Kaytlyn Smith loves the look of this one. And, yep, it's turned it in for one. Well, needs a bit of mongrel about it now. Very hard to draw. Yep, good call from Gail. They've got everything at the back. She's going to play forehand with a bit of weight. Can get that bowl clean, but really probably don't want to. Want to get it and then carry on for the jack. In the area. And got the chunk on the jack as well. That might have made a couple. Might have made 3. I think they're looking for somebody to measure for them. Those two are Carolyn Nelson's bowls. One's Gail's. The two at the front up here are belonging to Queensland. So we're going to have a measure going now. We've agreed on 2. Well, actually, the pink one at the front, one of the pink ones at the front is New South Wales as well. So we've got a little measure coming up for 3rd, 4th. Pam's got the bowls line laser measure out. One she's put it on is Gail Smith. That one is Gail Schultz, I mean. Well, I thought. The targets are both on blue bowls. Just the 2. It was the Queensland bowl that the target was on there. So 2 to New South Wales. 2 shots the difference with 3 to play. Important conversion there from Carolyn Nelson. Gail Schultz to play the first bowl of end number 13. Just a bit short with the opening bowl, Gail and Kaytlyn Smith. Well, she's pounced there, got a good bowl in. Queensland now narrowly in front on the 2 pairs games. New South Wales in front on the singles. Gail just a little bit short there, still 1 to Queensland. Kaytlyn Smith looking to draw on that left-hander's forehand side, just in under onto her own bowl. Doesn't want to tip it out. No, it's going to go around. Good home. About a metre through. A chance for Gail just to draw down to that bowl there. Touch her own trail or set that bowl ideally. Just needs to get that good line in there. Give it a chance to score. This pairs game, 2 shots difference, could be the critical one that decides this test series. Gail, fantastic effort just in behind. It's very good though, giving bowls in the head to allow Carolyn a chance to play that conversion. Kaytlyn Smith. Oh, good line. She doesn't want to hit Gail on the back though. Well, she hasn't. She's going to touch the jack through to her own. Little toucher. Sits there for 2. Fantastic effort. So we've got another 2 ends after this one. 2 the difference. Queensland in front. Holding 2 on this. Convert this end. They'll be holding a very solid lead going into those last 2 ends. Nelson, tough ask here. She's got to try and get into this head. 2 very close bowls from Kaytlyn Smith. Do you think this has not quite got the intent required? Lindfield, she can really turn the screws with this one though. Drop this one, jack right into the, drop this bowl right into the jack. To the back, not too bad at all. Not a lot of good position here for New South Wales. Carolyn, I think she needs to play just good weight. Just looking for a foot or so over. Chance to turn Gail's bowl up. Just to get a little bit of rattle on those 2 shot bowls. Not going to reach again. Well, got to give it a chance. Under pressure here. And Cheryl Lindfield holds away. Really, she's just got to keep loading this head up. That one's going to run in nicely around Gail's bowl. Bangs onto the jack. Holding 3. That could well be the bowl that seals the series for Queensland. Carolyn Nelson under pressure here. Really, give this a rattle. You have got the best backwood. Give it a smack, kill the end. I think she's wide. Well, got rid of one at the back, but it's still going to be 3 shots to Queensland. And Cheryl Lindfield, she can really amp up the pain on this. Take that safe line. Don't have to worry about fattening up the target. Only thing is, don't be tight, don't hit the shot bowl. Do not want to make contact with that shot bowl. That's a good safe line. 3 to Queensland. Well, they move out to a 13-8 lead, 2 ends to go. So pressure is now going on to the other pairs combination, and they're 11 all after 13 ends. Oh, I think Blues are holding shot, so might not be the Matt bowl that sealed the series. It could be going on a couple of rinks over. Nice tight finish coming up. And Kaytlyn Smith gets us underway for end number 14. (13-8). Queensland leading with 2 ends to go. 5 shots. So they could potentially seal a victory on this end. And New South Wales probably need to score 2 or 3 to just give them that more achievable target on the final end. Good bowls from Kaytlyn. Well, Gail needs to grab the jacks. Just gone through. It's better position though. It's in behind. Gives her a chance to score. Over in the singles, Kathleen Wilton's holding 1. And his last bowl drawing for game. Now the pairs game has 11 all on the scoreboard. Simone Smith and Chris Constable up against Serena Bonnell. Gail Schultz just sails through again. Good position though in the back. They're usable. Cheryl Lindfield, she's on the mat now, is playing the first bowl of the skipper's allocation on this 14th end, the penultimate end. Holding, well, I think she's holding 2. She's going to crash on Kaytlyn's wide bowl. Three bowls to come. Carolyn Nelson. It's a tight line. If she's got a bit of weight, it's going to be okay. Wants to get onto that shot bowl. She's got it. Well, that's a great result for Carolyn. Now holding 1. Kathleen Wilton's wrapped up the singles rubber. 21 shots to 7. Oh, that's a good home for Cheryl Lindfield. She can afford to drop a shot in this on this end. Just doesn't want to drop a big multiple. So almost said there with that position to Carolyn Nelson, you have to draw another 2 to get a treble. Where before she could have trailed the jack back to Gail's bowls. Carolyn, oh, she's going to sail through to Gail's bowls there as well. The Blues do have 3 bowls at the back of the rink. It's just difficult to get the jack back there. Cheryl, backhand draw, plenty of room in there. But one of Kaytlyn's bowls is jack high. She really just wants to draw inside that. I think she's really pulled the line across on this though. Cut across the head. Chance of Kaz, she's got to draw. She wants to get 2. Doesn't want to fight to get a 4 on the last end. Got plenty of speed on this though. Needs a bit of luck. Not going to get enough. 1 end to go and time rapidly approaching. Wonder the Blues. That might explain the urgency that was experienced then. And they've got the jack away, so this end will be completed. We are getting very close to full time. Can tell you that New South Wales leading the other 4 pairs clash with 1 end to go by 2 shots. I can also tell you it has got very cold. So 13-9 after 14 ends this clash for the difference. They need a lot of bowls to count. New South Wales holding on the other pair's game, and that is the time limit reached. Not that that would make any difference to this game. We're on the last end anyway, so Gail Schultz going to just run past the jack. Schultz with her last bowl of this test series. Carolyn Nelson really hoping that she can make this one count. They need a 4 minimum. New South Wales holding shot on the other game. Still Serena Bottle, 2 bowls remaining. Christine Constable's playing her second last now. Gone for cover at the back. Kaytlyn Smith has drawn. Well, that's the shot. It's still 60 centimetres or so short of the jack. But Carolyn Nelson's got to find a way to make 4 or more. Very difficult to do. This rink is probably now not the one that will decide the series. The telling factor will be the last 2 bowls on the other rink. Pairs game, New South Wales leading 13-11 playing the last end. This one's 13-9. I don't think there's a realistic way that Carolyn Nelson can make 5 to win this rink. At the moment, though, she does have a bit of a chance. She's got to trail the jack back at 1.5 metres to the 2 bowls at the back. Very tough to do. And Cheryl Lindfield's saying you can't do it now because I've propped the bowl in the way. Still a chance to drag that jack back to the others, but it's a big Hail Mary. Well, Carolyn's going to draw the shot. Cheryl Linfield's one down. I think she doesn't need to worry about shots. She just needs to cover, make sure she wins this rink, and then trust in Serena Bonnell to convert. Whereas Carolyn Nelson, she's really got to trust Chris Constable to win that rink. Cheryl Linfield's not too far off the shot there. Well, Cheryl Linfield's just going to try to draw. See on our inset picture the happenings on the other rink. Field's got a ball on the way. It'll be 1 to New South Wales to finish this 10-13. Serena Bonnell about to deliver the last bowl of the test match. She's down on the head. Needs to convert. Serena's bowls away. She's running. Hit the short ones and run through. So it's a count to New South Wales. New South Wales will win that rink, and that will give them a victory in the third test and a 2-1 victory in the series. So it's been fantastic to bring you this series from Cabramatta Bowls Club. It's been a pleasure to be your host and presenter. We trust you've enjoyed yourself. Do hope that you do join us again in the future. But until then, it's a goodbye from Cabra Bowls, and we'll see you Our next broadcast will actually be the City of Dubbo International Fours, just under 2 weeks' time. Test series next week in Queensland. We'll check Bowls Queensland's streaming schedule for that, but it'll be in Tweed, so in Queensland. Till we see you again, farewell for now, and have a great evening.